So this man right here is the president of Gabon. This is Gabon on a map. It's a beautiful place, coastal country, beautiful things. They speak French. Why do they speak French? Because they were colonized by the French, like all of these countries right here. Now this man, as you can see, his name is Oligui. He's a brand new president of Gabon. As you can see him on this picture, he's wearing a cap like mine, but not quite like mine. But yeah, it says "Make America Great Again," MAGA. You know what MAGA is? That's the Donald Trump signature. Yeah, you know what it is. Make America Great Again. Conservative. I know in America many people say conservative don't like other people very much. Is this true or not? I don't know. Do they not like other people, or do they just like themselves too much? You know, there's nuance there. But, you know, when is it nuanced enough not to be nuanced? Is that you liking yourself very much, or just you not liking other people? Now, there's a name to not liking other people, especially if they don't look like you. You know, some people say that they tolerate other people from different type as long as they don't think critically. If you look different and you think critically and you bring rhetorics that they don't necessarily agree with, then they don't like you. But if you're different and you a comedian, they like you. If you're a joker, they like you. If you wear MAGA, they like you. I'm just asking you a question. Anyway, President of Gabon came back from the United States of America wearing MAGA hat. Okay, now is MAGA bad? I don't think so. Is Donald Trump racist? I don't think so. I mean, at least saying that you should go back to your country and fix your country, I don't think it's racist. I think there's nothing racist about that. I think it's about getting you to get responsibility to fix your problems, you know, and not export your problems to other people. I mean, the reason why you run away from Nigeria is because something is wrong in Nigeria, right? Now, if you run away from Nigeria and all Nigerians, or at least 20%, or maybe 10%, or even 2%, or even 1% come to America, you don't think you're bringing Nigerian problems in America? I mean, do Americans want that? Not necessarily. And this is not necessarily for Nigerians. I mean, it could be Ugandan, Tanzania, or anything. Now, this president is our subject today. Look at the hat he's wearing. It's called MAGA. It's being backlashed right now. A lot of people say this is a disgrace from a president. How can you wear MAGA? Why does he wear MAGA? Well, he's wearing MAGA because he just came back from America. What did he go do in America? Well, they had a meeting with Donald Trump, with a few other African presidents. Amongst them, there was this president here from Guinea who was embarrassed very much after Donald Trump told him to speed up, speak fast. You know, we have things to do. Just say the name of your country on your name, and that's it.
Maybe we're going to have to go a little bit quicker than this because we have a whole schedule. If I could just say it's, you know, your name and your country would be great. Thank you, please.
I mean, just imagine you're going to somebody's house. Let's have a meeting as big man, you know, respectable people, and they say, no, just say your name fast and where you come from. That's it. I mean, why am I here? You know how long the flight takes from Africa to America for you to just say your name and just move on. I mean, I could have sent my ambassador here. You tell him to just say his name. Did I fly all over here so you can say to me, just say your name and move to the left? I'm just saying. Now, the Gabonese president went back to Gabon wearing MAGA hat. But before that, he had a discussion with the president, Trump. And his message was very clear.
We also have raw materials, minerals, rare earths. We are not poor countries. We are rich countries when it comes to raw materials, but we need partners to support us and help us develop those resources with win-win partnerships. That is our wish. I often listen to your remarks and speeches, Mr. President. We also want our raw materials to be processed locally in our country so that we can create value and to create jobs for youth.
That's not a bad speech, right? We are not poor. Is he lying? No, he's not lying. We are rich countries with a lot of raw materials. True. But we need partners to support us and help us develop those resources. Absolutely truth. With win-win partnerships. Absolutely truth. Now, the question is, are those countries known for win-win partnerships? That's question number one. I mean, history tells us very different things. Just start from colonialism and stuff. When most Western countries took things from Africa and left away, they didn't build things for Africans. Now, one could say, well, that's era is gone. This is brand new things. 2025. Don't take us back to 1960s. Okay, but what's changed? I'm just asking. That's a question. What's changed today? What is different? Now, he said Gabon's openness to foreign investment is important, and Gabon needs in energy sector. They need help in energy sector, in processing into mineral wealth domestically. Now, Gabon is going through a very difficult time when it comes to energy and electricity. They've really been struggling. Mr. Oligi, even when he came in power, he wanted to buy systems to create electricity for the country. It's been very difficult. And he's inviting American companies that work within electricity sector to come to Gabon and invest in exchange. And he says something interesting here. If you don't come, other people will come. I mean, that's a bit of a gaslighting. If you don't marry me, somebody will marry me. Well, is that gaslighting or just telling you straight away, like, dude, if you want to come do business, come do business. If you don't want, well, the other people will come. Well, that's not a secret. If I don't come, somebody else will come. But do you need to say that to me so I can marry you? Like, I mean, you're a woman. Surely, if I don't marry you, somebody else will. But do you need to say, okay, if you don't marry me, somebody will? I mean, are you trying to push me to marry you? Question mark. Now, who is Oligi? Here's Oligi. Oligi used to be the chief of protection of the ex-president. You see this guy? His name is Ali Bongo. Before Ali Bongo was his father, Omar Bongo. Now, Omar Bongo and Ali Bongo have been in power for over 40-something years. The father was in power in the country, Then he passed the power to his son. I mean, a lot of African countries do that. They think the country belongs to them for some reason. Like, father give to the son. It's insane. It's insane, this mentality. Like, it's like there's nobody else that's smart enough to run the country. It has to be your son. This even goes to churches. Yes, Christian churches where the pastor's black. You see, in most cases, when the pastor is about to pass away, his son takes over. Like the entire church, God doesn't know anybody else who can assume. It's absolutely crazy. And these churches are tribal because if you look at churches, you see the pastors from this tribe A. The majority of the people in the church are people from tribe A. It's crazy. Jesus is... I don't get it. Let's get back on track. The question people are saying is, why is he wearing MAGA? Like, you could support Trump and his ideology without necessarily having to wear MAGA. Why would you do that? A lot of people feel like it's reducing yourself, diminishing yourself. Pan-Africanists are very unhappy. Like, some people are even blaming him. Dude, if you're just waking up to the world, it's like when somebody has been living in poverty for too long, then all of a sudden, boom, now he's doing things, That's what people, not me. I want to go to Gabon. I don't want to be stopped at the immigration. I love Gabon. People are saying, you can go online, you can check it. People are saying, they say, why would you do that? Why would you come dancing like you just seen your boss? Like, this is not your boss. This is your colleague, he's the president. Stop talking to him like that. Some other people are saying because this guy was a guard. I didn't explain that properly. He used to guard the ex-president. Then he took power by force. You see this guy, this is the son, Ali Bongo. Look at how bad he was. Okay, he was really, really, really sick, but he didn't want to leave power. So Oligi said, no, we're not going to have this guy anymore. Because Ali Bongo did the elections again and he won. And many people thought that it was a lie. He didn't win. He just tricked things. So Oligi, in his position, took over the country because he had all the strong military and all the powerful military. But he didn't unalive Ali Bongo. Maybe because that family treated him well, or maybe because they related. We don't know. But that's what it is. And he came back and established a brand new government. But Oligi, not to throw him under the bus, has done some good things. I mean, look at him here talking to governmental people saying, if you don't lack this salary, this is the salary allocated to you. If you want more than that, you can go. You can bring your resignation. We're not paying you more money than you need. This is him.
La revue des salaires et des avantages à la baisse. Celui qui n'est pas content, il dépose sa démission. Pour l'administrateur provisoire, c'est 5 millions et des avantages plafonnés. Au-dessus de ça, vous êtes sanctionné.
So he's done some good things, calling people into action. So this government, you're not going to steal. You're not going to take things that don't belong to you. So he took the country by force, by power. Yeah, but he's established things. You're not going to steal anymore. You're not going to do all these rubbish things you used to do in the past. It's over with me. But people are criticizing me, talking about the hat, only the hat, MAGA hat. Now he says, I visited the White House. This is him. President Trump personally assured me that Gabon can achieve greatness if my fellow Gabonese support his vision, symbolized by the Make America Great Again cap. So I wore it back home with full confidence. This is what Gabon President Oligi responds to critics who are against him wearing Donald Trump customized cap. How do you feel about that? Is this Oligi doing things for his country to try to get them to move forward? Is this Oligi sacking Donald Trump's stores just to try to be a good servant? Or Oligi is actually playing a mental game to benefit his country? I mean, let me tell you something. This guy just a couple of weeks ago kicked away the Europeans. Why? Because the Europeans had a contract with Gabon. What kind of contract? The contract was about fishing. The European Union could fish in Gabon's water. Look at Gabon again. It's right next to the sea. There's a lot of biodiversity, a lot of fish. Now, the European fished in Gabon, took a lot of fishes. However, the contract between Gabon and the European Union was you can fish here, but you need to build infrastructure in Gabon. You need to build refrigerators that are industrial by the port of Gabon. You need to redo the port of Gabon. You need to bring brand new ships in Gabon. You need to create an environment where there's employment, meaning when you get fish and you process the fish in Gabon, you're creating jobs for the Gabonese people. But you have done none of that. And we are not winning in this contract. Well, you guys can go. We don't want you no more. He did that. Is that a bad thing? No, I don't think that's a bad thing. I want to know how you feel about this. Is he being smarter than most? People don't see what he's doing. Is he sucking Donald Trump's toes like a servant and embarrassing Africa? Or is maybe smarter than most of people think? Let me know how you feel about that. And now we're going to Ghana. Ghana, you have no freedom. Mepacho, good afternoon. Okay, now in Ghana, 76 Ghanaians were trafficked in Nigeria. They've been found. Trafficked in Nigeria under the fraudulent recruitment scheme. They have been rescued by the Ghanaian police. My brother, stop going to Nigeria. Okay, nothing against Nigerians. Please stop going to Nigerians. Okay, again, 76 Ghanaians trafficked in Nigeria. Victims were mostly men. They were lured with promises of football contract with top foreign teams, job placement abroad, or assistance with visa processing. Upon arrival, their travel document and mobile phone were seized. They were housed in overcrowded rooms under poor conditions. The victims were forced to contact their families back home to solicit about $1,000 in the guise of paying training and facilitation fees. The fraud mastermind also allegedly used the victim phone contact list to scam their friends and relatives for money. Now, among them, there were 7 Ghanaians, obviously. I mean, you can't operate this without the contribution of some Ghanaians. The victims were all rescued in a partnership. The head of Ghana Criminal Investigation Department, Lydia Yako Donkor, said that the rescue operation was conducted in collaboration with Interpol and Nigerian Law Enforcement Agency.
Victims are typically instructed to travel, usually by road, to an unfamiliar country. Ghanaians are sent to foreign countries while foreigners are brought to Ghana. Upon arrival, a syndicate member meets them and lodges them in a hotel, demanding an initial training and facilitation fee ranging from 800,000 to 2 million CFA for Francophone victims.
Brother, you need to avoid things like this, man. I love Nigerian music very much, okay? It's very nice. I also love the courage, the bravery. They're very brave people, you know. They will do a lot of things to achieve things they want to achieve. It's good, but achieving has laws and regulations that you need to respect, or else we all just going to be criminals. If there's no regulation, we're all just going to be criminals. I think there must be a level of control. This is crazy, my brother. Let me know how you feel about this. We talk about Nigeria again some other time. We're going to give them a break today. No bashing today, no bashing. Let's just talk about Oligi, who wore a MAGA cap. A MAGA cap. Is this conducive or not? God bless.